They say knowledge is brain food, so classes are a proper lunch. We've got an English textbook as an appetizer, tape and scissors as a main dish, and watercolors for dessert. Watch simple ideas of edible school supplies in our new video. My neighbor feels bored while reading her textbook. She can't manage to master a single chapter. And my book is way easier, and it's delicious. There's not only a pretty cover on my textbook, but also a sweet filling. Spread milk caramel over sponge cakes to join them, forming a square. Cut off the excess to fit the textbook. Sprinkle the board with starch and roll out white sugar paste. Cut off strips to fit the sides of the sponge cake. Make 2 short ones for the top and the bottom, and a longer one for the other side. Cover the sides of the cake with the milk caramel spread and attach the strips. These are white pages of the book. Print the textbook cover on sugar paper and cut off the excess. Spread the dulce de leche over the back of the cover and attach it to the sponge cake. Yummy! With my methods of studying, I will be able to swallow a couple of chapters at once. I can definitely gain some knowledge and weight. Watching me eat my textbook, my friend tries to taste hers. Unfortunately, it appears to be a regular book. We've got a boring task again. We have to make a paper boyfriend for Miss Smith so that she has a partner for prom. Thank God we've got something to have fun with. For example, we may eat this shiny tape. Take apart a tape dispenser. Remove a roll of sticky tape. Cut a flat, chewy candy in half lengthwise. Dampen the edges with water. Join them to get a long, sweet strip. Apply water on top and sprinkle it with edible glitter. Wind the sweet strip around a used tape spool and put it into the dispenser. The tape is so glittery and so sweet. I gladly share it with my friend. But she also has a calorie stash. It's edible scissors. Wipe the metallic handles of scissors with rubbing alcohol. Knead white sugar paste. Put on rubber gloves and add food coloring into the sugar paste. Sprinkle the board with starch and roll out the sugar paste. Open the scissors and place them on top. Press down the finger holders. Cut out the handles with some allowance. Cut out the inside rings. Turn over the scissors and cut out another identical detail. Join the details and attach the sugar paste to the handles. Dampen your fingers with water to make the paste more flexible. Dampen the handles with a wet brush and attach some sprinkles. So you can eat your scissors handle now. But watch out! Don't break your teeth against the metal base. Miss Smith comes to see the result, and she faints when she sees what we're having for lunch. Relax, Miss Smith, it's just candies. But the teacher takes away our school supplies and brings us her own ones, boring and inedible. Miss Smith is actually a crafty one. She pretends that she explains the lesson, but in the meantime, she's gnawing on an abacus. Decorate a notebook cover with numeral patterned paper. Attach it to the front side using double-sided tape. Hot glue 4 wooden sticks on top of one another to get a stick pile. Make 2 of the same details and hot glue it to the edges of the cover. Make tiny through holes in the center of Skittles candies. Take 5 pieces of fishing line. Thread 5 candies of the same color onto one piece. We've got 5 strings of 5 candies per each. Hot glue the strings to the wooden piles. Attach 1 more stick to each pile to make it look neat. The teacher thinks that we don't notice anything. No way! Don't eat too many candies, Miss Smith. Otherwise, you may say goodbye to your waist. Art classes give an excellent opportunity to snack. Miss Smith sees paints and a cup for water on our desk and brings us a notebook. She is so gullible. She thinks that we have become perfect students all of a sudden, but our school supplies are actually not what they seem at first glance. I take out my cup for water and turn the water into hot chocolate as if I were a magician. Take off a lid from a brush washing cup and hot glue a plastic cup to the inside. Fill the bigger cup with water and color it with bright paint. Close the lid with the secret cup attached and pour hot chocolate through the hole for brushes. Put in a brown drinking straw that looks like a brush. My friend is actually going to paint, but she can't figure out why the brush handle doesn't have any bristles. Keep your creative urge for later. You'd better have a sip of hot chocolate. And meanwhile, I chew on watercolors. Put a bar of milk chocolate onto a few foil layers. Fold the foil to make high borders. Bend the corners to make a container. Melt white chocolate in a double boiler and pour it over the milk chocolate bar. Smooth it out with a spoon and let it harden. Add water to gelatin and heat it up in a microwave. Pour out the gelatin into a clean palette and add a different food coloring into each section. Put the palette into a fridge and cut squares out of the colorful jelly. Put it on top of the white chocolate base and trim the edges with a knife. Wow! A watercolor for dessert is a weird but a tasty idea, and when Miss Smith looks at us, we pretend to be working hard on our notebook. While my friend is drawing a new print, I take a marker and bite a piece of it. Cut wide cocktail straws to be of the same length as a felt tip pen. Tape to cover one end. Melt white chocolate in a double boiler. Add a few drops of food coloring, stir, and fill the straws with colored chocolate. Make sweet markers of different colors. Add black food coloring to the remaining chocolate and put it into the end of the straw. It will be a marker plug. Let the chocolate harden. Take off the tape. Cut the straws carefully and take out the chocolate sticks. Put on a cap from a regular felt tip pen. My friend is amazed, but I convince her that chewing felt tip pens is delicious. She chooses a green one, tastes it. A chocolate marker is an excellent idea. So many colorful erasers. This one would be great as a snack. My friend wants to bite an eraser too, but hers appears to be a real one, and mine is a gummy one. Take jelly candies of different colors. Take off the cardboard package from an eraser. Cut the jelly candies into colorful bricks. Join them together to make one big brick that is of the same size as a real eraser. Cut off the excess and put on the cardboard package. Fasten it with double-sided tape. A jelly eraser will help you survive a boring class and amuse your friend. I am sneakily eating a waffle stick in class, but Miss Smith hears a crisp sound of my secret crunching with her extra hearing abilities. She takes away my stick. Here you go. Now I have a stomach growl, but my friends brought a waffle pen. Take apart a used ballpoint pen. We will need the top and bottom part of the barrel and the top part of the refill. Make food glue. Add water to gelatin and heat it up in a microwave. Cover the waffle stick with the gelatin glue and attach a metallic nib of the pen and the top of the refill. Attach the second part of the barrel to the other end. My friend's gnawing her waffle pen. I can't stand her munching, so I snatch half of the pen out of her hand. Did you like our ideas? Then write in your comments which edible school supplies you are going to sneak into your class. Will you make an edible textbook, or a candy abacus, or chocolate markers? And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell so that you don't miss our new pranks and life hacks. Smith really likes having fun. She only keeps it hush-hush. But we have prepared a couple of funny pranks on her today. Watch out, teacher! We will take revenge for all our bad marks. My friend can arrange her entrance like a real performance. She is late for class, and she's come with a frozen face to top it all. But it is warm outside. Have you been kept in a fridge? It turns out she is pranking the teacher. You can make up a whole story why you are late. A snowslide covered me. The Snow Queen stole me. I rescued penguins to carry them from the North Pole to the South. Miss Smith believes it is cold outside. She puts on all her warm clothes and goes out. But it's raining and snow is not even close to happening. And my friend's frozen face has been just her makeup. Miss Smith is an outstanding person, so her lipstick should stand out too. We will take care of it. Melt lipstick in a spoon. Add blue food coloring. Mix the fluid and pour it into a lipstick container. Refrigerate it. Substitute a regular lipstick for the blue one. The teacher applies the lipstick without looking at a mirror, and she can't figure out why the whole class is laughing at her. Maybe Miss Smith has kissed Inkfish? Or has she had a date with Bluebeard? A phone call distracts the teacher. It's time for a prank with a whiteboard marker. Attach a piece of double-sided mounting tape to a whiteboard marker. Attach the marker to the board. Miss Smith can't find it. Here it is, at the corner, but it is hard to take off. Be careful with the board, otherwise we will have to pull you out of blockage. My classmate's forgotten her textbook at home, but Miss Smith is suspiciously kind today. She lets the girl borrow her own textbook. Take away all the pages out of an old notebook with a hard cover. You'll need only the cover. Trace the notebook on a piece of foam plastic and cut it out. Put a foam plastic block into the cover and attach it with double-sided tape. Attach a printed textbook cover to the front side. It's quite a challenge to open the textbook. Some secret knowledge is apparently hidden here. Aha! The teacher decided to prank us and gave us a textbook dummy. Well played, Miss Smith. But the best prank on Miss Smith is still ahead. We have made a water trap for her. Put a little thing, for example a lipstick, into a thick clear balloon. Put on another of the same balloon on top. Blow up the first balloon a bit and tie it up. Fill the outer one with water. A dry object is hidden safely in the first balloon, which floats inside. Miss Smith notices an unusual balloon on her desk. It looks like her lipstick is entrapped. What should she do with it? How to take the lipstick out and stay dry? Miss Smith is getting ready for the operation. She takes everything from her desk and takes a scalpel. Go ahead, Miss Smith. Fortune favors the bold. Finally, she pricks the balloon. A squirt of water immediately comes out. Miss Smith puts her big mug under the fountain to avoid any flood. She has to wait for a long time, so she can drink some of the water in the meantime. Miss Smith watches the fountain and adjusts the squirt. Finally, there is no water inside. She can take out her lipstick. Let's prank Miss Smith with the magic whiteboard eraser. Apply purple stamp ink to the dark side of a whiteboard magnetic eraser. The teacher wants to clean the board, but there are glittering purple stains left after the eraser. That's not our fault, Miss Smith. While you were away, a fairy came by and substituted your whiteboard eraser. We have nothing to do with it. Oh, Miss Smith shouldn't have left her ruler on her desk. Wipe off the hatch marks on the plastic ruler with nail polish remover. Replace her regular ruler with the fake one. Miss Smith takes the ruler and wants to draw a graph of function in her notebook. Where are all the hatch marks? You can't measure anything with this ruler. It's a humanitarian ruler. It despises figures. Everybody knows that Miss Smith is terrified of mice, but you should face your fears. This is why we prepared a little fluffy mouse to prank Miss Smith. Buy a realistic stuffed mouse for cats in a pet shop. Paint the nose of the mouse black. Attach fishing line to the belly. Put the mouse onto the teacher's desk and pull up the line. Miss Smith, all in fear, jumps up on the desk. Watch out, don't smash the mouse. We want to turn Miss Smith's everyday routine into a real feast. How? Put confetti into a notebook. Make confetti from colored paper using a hole puncher. Put it into a container and mix with different types of glitter. Open an old notebook in the middle. Cut out a big rectangle from its back. Close the notebook. Put the confetti into the hollow. Place another notebook on top. Press it tightly and turn it over so that the confetti doesn't pour out. The teacher picks up our notebooks with the homework. I put my notebook with the confetti on her desk. Miss Smith takes the notebook and, surprise! It's made her day shining. Apparently, she is allergic to fun, and I have to clean my mess after the feast. Did you know that you can use a fork not only for eating, but also for writing? Sharpen a pencil. Cut off the lead. Hot glue to a fork prong. Miss Smith notices a spare object in my hand. She is sure that I'm eating during the class again. How could I, Miss Smith? I'm doing my task. But she can hardly believe the combination of a fork and a pencil is possible, and she takes my writing fork away. Since you already have a fork, here, you can have a dessert, Miss Smith. My special donut. Take chocolate chips from a chocolate chip donut. You may eat them right away, and put peppercorns in instead. I take out my donut during the class. Miss Smith has an incredible sense of smell, and here she is. You are welcome to treat yourself. And while we are writing a task, Miss Smith bites off the donut. On the hook! Peppercorns won't leave anyone indifferent. Oops! It looks like the teacher is going to take revenge. We should find a hideaway. A lot of things annoy Miss Smith. Munching during class, students feeling happy, and a sound of a stapler clipping the paper. I've made a pranking stapler especially for Miss Smith. Take out staples from the stapler. Mark their size on a piece of cardboard and add a little bit more to each side for folding. Draw lines to mark each staple. Define in a black pen. Add glossy eyeshadow into white and black acrylic paint. Mix the color. Paint the cardboard and add a little bit of water to make the staple pattern visible. When the paint is dry, cut out the staple image. Fold up the sides using a ruler. The fake staples look exactly like the real ones. Set cardboard staples in the stapler. I give it to the teacher. She thinks I'm too clumsy if I can't use a stapler in the right way, but she doesn't manage to do it either. Certainly not, since the staples are made from paper. Did your friend sneak eyeshadow into class? What a rebel she is! But she reveals her secret. It's actually an eraser. Take out eyeshadow containers from an old palette. Cut out colorful erasers to fit the containers. Clean the palette and put the erasers into the palette instead of makeup. Put the applicator back into its place and close the box. Miss Smith sees the eyeshadow and takes it away. She tries to apply it, but fails. And I told you, it's an eraser. You can remove all your comments and bad marks. Let's decorate Miss Smith's most essential accessory, her glasses. Take them away sneakily while she's distracted. Oh gosh! What can she see through them? Let's make the view from her glasses more joyful. Cut off a piece of wide adhesive tape. Apply glitter to the sticky side and attach it to the lenses. Cut off the excess tape along the edges. It's a different story now. Put the glasses back. Miss Smith puts them on. But everything around is glittering. What's wrong? Is it a surprise party? Or are there unicorn traces? Oh no, it's my students' tricks. Watch out, girls! Let's give her a pencil with a fake eraser. Take out the eraser from a pencil. Cut out a piece of pink chalk to shape a little eraser. Put it into the metal part of the pencil and paint it with white gouache. Miss Smith wants to erase something. She turns the pencil over, but pink traces appear on the paper. What's wrong with it? Why are they goofing on me? Calm down, Miss Smith. Take another eraser. Take a white eraser from a package. Dissolve gelatin in milk. Heat it up in a microwave. Mix it and let it gellify. Take the cool jelly out of the container and cut it out to shape the eraser. Put the gummy eraser into the package. Fasten it using double-sided tape. The teacher uses the gummy eraser, but it is falling apart in her hands. Do not cry, Miss Smith, otherwise the jelly will get wet and stick together your entire notebook. Did you like our pranks on Miss Smith? Write in your comments which one you think is the funniest, and which one you will never do because you're afraid of your teacher's anger. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell. Ting-a-ling! It's time for the Troom Troom class.